Where to stay in San Francisco will depend on a number of factors. As the largest city in the Bay Area, it provides plenty of attractions to keep different types of visitors entertained. With that in mind, we have created a San Francisco neighborhood guide covering all the best areas. This will give you everything you could possibly need to know about all the major San Francisco neighborhoods, including things like which are the best hotels and dive bars. This ensures you will be able to select the perfect place when you visit San Francisco for yourself. We begin a search in the northeast of San Francisco. Fisherman's Wharf is undoubtedly the most famous tourist area in San Francisco, originally settled in the 1800s by Italian fishermen who came to the area to take advantage of the quickly growing population that the gold rush was causing. To this day it remains one of the most important fishing areas on San Francisco, with local delicacies like clams and Douglas crab some of the most common catch. This ensures visitors will have easy access to some of the finest, freshest seafood they will find anywhere in the city. The Embarcadero district lies at the very east end of Fisherman's Wharf. It makes up the area that covers all of the San Francisco Bay waterfront from Pier 39 to South Beach Harbor. It is credited with the renaissance and economic revival of the Bay Area. Embarcadero has easily the largest collection of piers in San Fran, and, while those in Fisherman's Wharf are largely tourist-based, many of these still have primarily industrial uses. The Embarcadero Piers Historic District was even added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2002. The Marina District is set immediately to the west of Fisherman's Wharf. It was established in 1915 after the Panama Pacific International Exposition, a World's Fair to celebrate the completion of the Panama Canal, as well as to showcase the city's recovery from the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. While most of the district was rebuilt after the fair, the one building that still remains is the Palace of Fine Arts. Built to depict the decaying ruins of ancient Rome, it features a lagoon, walkways, and stunning architecture that make it one of San Francisco's most iconic landmarks. Located directly south of the Fisherman's Wharf and Marina District neighborhoods, Russian Hill is a primarily residential area. Anyone looking at where to stay in San Francisco, to be near the most famous attractions, yet without all the crowds, will enjoy what this neighborhood has to offer. Located on a steep hill, the area provides some of the most stunning views of the Bay Area you will find. Alcatraz Island, the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, Oakland Bay Bridge, and even neighboring Marin County are all visible, providing a perfect opportunity for photographers. Located directly south of Russian Hill, Nob Hill is one of the most high-class neighborhoods in, not just San Francisco, but the U.S. as a whole. Beautiful tree-lined streets and stunning buildings make it an ideal choice for those looking at where to stay in San Francisco for the most luxurious experience. A collection of some of the best hotels, Michelin-starred restaurants, and boutique stores make Nob Hill perfect for a laid-back vacation, enjoying the best things in life. Meanwhile, a collection of art galleries, cultural institutions, and historic landmarks gives you plenty to do and see. Located immediately to the east of Nob Hill, separated by Powell Street, San Francisco's Chinatown is the largest Chinese enclave outside of Asia, as well as the oldest and most iconic Chinatown area in the entire United States. With 3 other Chinese enclaves located in San Francisco, there's much more of an authentic feel to this community that you will find in many Chinatown areas across the country. Traditional culture, customs, languages, social clubs, and places of worship make it a wonderful place to experience. While Chinatown is undoubtedly the most famous Asian enclave in San Francisco, it is by no means the only one. Located roughly a mile and a half to the west, Japantown is a compact historic district that is also known by the names Nihonmachi and J-Town. Like its neighbor, it is also considered one of the oldest and largest Asian enclaves in the United States. Covering 6 city blocks, it features numerous restaurants and supermarkets that specializes primarily in Japanese cuisine, along with a few Chinese and Korean additions. Our next destination of North Beach keeps the theme of ethnic enclaves, but moves away from Asia. I say that as North Beach is primarily known as the location of San Francisco's Little Italy district. The area is home to a large population of Italian Americans, the vast majority of which have immigrated from northern Italy or are descended from those who did. That said, a great number of different ethnicities have moved into the area in recent years, creating a really diverse destination. The financial district, Union Square, and parts of Chinatown, Tenderloin, and SoMa, south of Market, combine to form what is unofficially known as downtown San Francisco. This is where you'll find the largest concentration of corporate headquarters anywhere in San Francisco. All 6 San Francisco Fortune 500 companies are headquartered in the financial district, as are many major brands, like Levi Strauss and Chevron. In addition, numerous diplomatic missions are located here, including those of countries such as France, Japan, Mexico, Brazil, and the United Kingdom. We are now going to move slightly out of the most built-up part of the city, beginning with a neighborhood known as SoMa. SoMa stands for South of Market, as the neighborhood is separated from all of the others we have looked at by Market Street. Located at the exit to the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, it is the first part of the city most people will experience when driving in from the east. While still located close to the main bulk of the city, you will begin finding more deals available on both accommodation and amenities. Also known simply as the Mission District is located immediately to the southwest of SoMa. It is named after the 6th Alta California Mission, the Mission San Francisco de Asís, which, built in 1776, is the oldest building in San Francisco. Also known as Mission de las, it is a museum and California historical landmark, teaching people about the city's past. Meanwhile, the newer basilica built next to it in 1918 continues to serve an active congregation, giving a perfect view of the evolution of religion in the city. Located at the south end of Market Street, immediately west of the Mission District, the Castro is an area dominated by the LGBT community. With numerous cultural institutions and events, it is widely considered one of the primary LGBT hubs in the entire world. The Castro Theatre, Twin Peaks Tavern, and GLBT Historic Museum all provide glimpses into the history of the LGBT community and their growth within the district. Perhaps the most enjoyable historic attraction for most, though, will be the Castro Street History Walk. Our penultimate destination takes us immediately north of the Castro, to the twin neighborhoods of the Haight and Ashbury. This is where the hippie counterculture movement of the 1960s was born, with many iconic locations still remaining. Those interested in retro stylings will find vintage clothing boutiques, record shops and bookstores, letting you to spend your days scouring for treasures from the past. There are even a few historic locations, such as the infamous Grateful Dead house, for you to get a true sense of the area's past. The final neighborhood we are going to look at is Hayes Valley, located between Haight Ashbury and Japantown. It takes its name from Hayes Street, which runs through the center of Hayes Valley, which itself was named after 19th century San Francisco landowner Thomas Hayes. Townhouses featuring Edwardian, Victorian, and Queen Anne architectural styles give Hayes Valley a certain historical flair all of its own. The close-knit community that calls the neighborhood home give it a very homely feeling and are more than welcoming to visitors who appreciate its charm. Visiting San Francisco should be a truly memorable occasion, as it is such a wonderful, diverse city. Hopefully, this article will have given you all the information you require to decide where to stay in San Francisco to experience everything you have in mind. That means all that is left is to start getting things booked as soon as possible. That way, you won't miss out on any of the best hotels, and before long, you'll be exploring San Francisco and all its wonders for yourself.